Janet Gordon. Welcome to my podcast. Our podcast is about women. We're telling our story. Your story, my story, and our story. Thank you. Help me to get this podcast in the hands of the right person. Women who have a story to tell, reach out to me and share your story. So let's start with my story. Because I love telling stories. I can remember as a child, back in Jamaica, I used to live on Langston Road, and I would get the kids in the neighborhood, and we'll come and I'll tell stories and we'll write songs, and that would make me like so excited. I didn't have any sister. I just have 3 brothers, and 2 would participate, 1 reluctantly and 1 willingly. And we still share stories today. So I'd like to share one of my stories with you, and I hope you like it. If you like it, please help me to share it and grow our podcast. So let's begin. This one is called I Stand. Deep rooted in the ground, seeds of doubt and fear were sown. That became the foundation of my life. But I'm not digging deeper. I'm rising to the top. Because now I recognize what was holding me back. I discovered some of my roots were inherited. They needed to soak, to be pulled out and examined. They were suffocating my progress, blocking my expansion. Polluted by past poison and neglect, lingering in the roots and rising to the surface, gaining ground on my future. But I choose to live and I choose to grow. Overcoming the anxiety that keeps me bound, that makes success a shadow always slipping away. I'm facing my dragon of fear, and I now know there are no limits, only the one I set for myself. Those vines and roots of negativity embodied in my bloodline were drowned in my strength, sapping my power, creating boundaries that withhold my birthright. But I rise from frozen asleep, shifting my mindset, taking my rightful place, the place that was stolen and blocked from my ancestors. I proudly stand alive, awake, and unshaken. Well, this story, I love it because this is the story of my life. And so I'll be sharing my story. I discovered that some of my roots were inherited, that they need to sow. What does that mean? I mean that I'm holding on to things like too long. And because I was holding on to it, it was embedded. It takes root in my life. You may wonder, what is that root? It's fear. It's fear because, once I did own a business and Queen Hospitality for years, and the failure of that business really gets to me. It made me afraid to step out again because the loss was so severe. I've lost more than $1 million in storage. And that, I feel like it's broke me. And so each time when I try to get up, I would remember, but you have lost that, and so I kind of stuck. I tried many things and did not fall through with it. I wrote my book. I don't think I promoted as I should, so that's one of the things that I'm facing right now. Doing this podcast is allowing me to face those dragons, face those fear. And I hope you come on that journey with me, learning to face your fear and to face your dragon. I See You Girl is a book that I love because it's from my heart and the hearts of those around me. So I share my story. What is your story? What is it that been holding you back? What is it that you'd like to see? You would like to get done but never get it done. Okay, I'm going to share a part of one of my new book, and it's called The Monster. I See You Girl, but I See You Girl, the Monster. And it's not really about a freaky monster. It's a person. It's that person that that does not want to see you succeed. That person that, sometimes they're in our family, sometimes they're in our circle. So this is the story, someone else's story. So the monster that never leave, part 2. Woman to woman. Riri stopped going over to Grandma's house. It was not a decision made in one day. It was years of dodging pain, surviving visit, and holding in tears. She didn't want to keep pretending, not with the monster always lurking. And Grandma's sweet grandma, always caught in the middle, never really standing up to the monster. So she stopped going. And now as high school graduation near, Riri knew she had to go back. She wanted Grandma there. No matter what had happened in that house, Grandma had loved her. Riri was graduating, first place in her class, top of honor roll, a scholarship in hand. Her mother has never graduated from high school. She got pregnant with Riri at the age of 16. But here Riri stood, breaking those cycles. Riri felt like she was on top of the world, and nothing the monster has ever said, "You ugly, worthless, unlovable, you coming into nothing," she said. But Riri was first place in her class. After school, she walked to Grandma, her invitation in her hand. She felt proud. She's like, whoa, this is truly happening. And just as she reached the front gate, there was the monster. The same evil glare. At this time, something has shifted. Riri did not feel fear. She met her eyes to eyes, woman to woman, and for the first time, Riri did not flinch. So we're gonna stop there. This is the I See You Girl collection of short stories. So it's your story, my story, and our story. So this is a story of a young girl who was plagued by fear of the unknown, also fear of an adult taking advantage of her, because she was young, and this person may just was mean-spirited, but Riri decided that she's gonna stand up for herself, because she realized that if she don't stand up for herself, who's gonna stand up for her? She wasn't able to tell her mother what was happening. She was just keeping it to herself, but her grandmother knew what was happening. So the monster said, "What are you doing here?" The monster asked. "I don't want you here." Riri stood tall. "My grandmother lives here, and I'm here to see her." Riri found her voice. Grandma's voice broke through from inside. She stepped out on the porch, eyes wide with joy. "Riri, my child, what happened to you? You stopped visiting your grandma? Don't you love your grandma anymore?" Before Riri could answer, Grandma kept talking, her voice rising with emotion. "You are my first and favorite granddaughter," she said. Then came the monster voice. "How can she be your favorite granddaughter? She's your only granddaughter." "Can we just have peace?" Grandma snapped. "Why are you always in things that don't concern you?" she said to the monster. The monster sneered. "Your business is my business," she said. Riri stood frozen. She had never seen Grandma like this, fighting back. Her voice trembled, but it was loud. "You have isolated me from my grandchildren. Get out of my house," Grandma said. "Find your own place. I want my life back." The monster crosses her arm. "Make me leave, old lady," she said. "I'm calling the police." "Call the police and you will regret it," said the monster with a smirk. "You're only showing off because your so-called granddaughter is here. But she will leave, and it will be just me and you again, old lady." Riri stepped forward and hugged Grandma. She was shaking the same way Riri used to. She held her tightly. "It's okay, Grandma. I am here now," said Riri. Grandma's eyes looked wild and lost. She whispered, "I need to sit. Bring me water, please. Water, bring me water, my grandchild." Riri run to the sink and fill a glass with water and give it to her. Grandma gulp it down and keep looking around as if unsure where she was. The monster didn't come back to check. Just the sound of the cabinet slamming in the kitchen, grumbling, throwing things, the usual chaos. Finally, Riri pulled out her invitation. Grandma, I came to invite you to my graduation. It's at the end of June. Grandma's face lit up. Oh, my baby, I would not miss your graduation for the world. You made me so proud, Grandma said. They hugged again briefly, but the crushing noise continued in the background. Riri gathered her things. She didn't want to stay longer than she had to. I'll visit again soon, she promised Grandma. As she walked to the gate, the monster voice followed her. Don't you ever come back here, you hear me, gal? Riri looked back one last time. Grandma raised a trembling finger to her lips. Hold your peace, my child, she said. Get home safe, and the Lord be with you. At the bus stop, Riri stared out the window. The city rolled by, quite unaware. She had faced the monster again, stood in that house again. So how long this to go on? Riri wondered. Riri finally get her voice. How long until somebody saved Grandma? When she got home, her mother casually asked her, so how was the visit? Riri looked down at her invitation still in her hand. It's okay, she said, but in heart she already writing the next chapter of her life. This time, she would be the woman no monster can break. I hope you enjoyed that story. And continue to follow me, share and follow. And I will have more story to share. So if you have a story that you'd like me to read, or a story that you see online that you'd like me to share, feel free to reach out to me. And definitely, I will share your story. So I will have a story each week, either your story, my story, or our story. Thank you so much. And let's make this show empowering, encouraging, because I believe that we are a resilient group of women. So my website is janetgordon.org. And let me see, on Instagram, I am JanetGordon888. TikTok at ICUGirl77. X ICUGirl88. And Facebook, Janet ICU Girl. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this. Please reach out to me and let me know how this story or the stories that I'll share on here affect you. If there's a woman that you want to say, I see you, let me know. Today, I want to say, I see you to Sharon. Sharon, you've been a very good friend. And today, I want you to know you're seen, you're loved, and you're preferred. I want you to know that you are a good influence upon those that are around you. I want you to know that you make a difference in my life. And I know if you make a difference in my life, you make a difference in others' life. So thank you so much for being that friend. You know that old song, thank you for being a friend. Maybe I shouldn't have sing, but hey. So that is how I'm feeling about you. Thank you so much for always having my back, always supporting me, and always encouraging me to go higher and reach for that star. If somebody is trying to put a limit and you break forth, you can do anything you set your mind to. The only thing something can stop you is you stopping yourself. Whatever is coming at you, get past it. Don't let fear take full control of you. Don't let fear take a hold of you. Thank you. Janet Gordon here. Have a good